Hey, LS11 Universe, it's Xander, and welcome back to AEW Universe Mode. Welcome back to Dynamite here in WWE 2K22 Universe Mode on AEW. Welcome back to Dynamite, the AEW World Champion Darby Allin. We've not seen Darby since Winter is Coming when he was attacked by the debuting Johnny Gargano. Darby is back tonight. He's going to address everything that's been going on Dynamite since he's been gone these last few weeks. The arrival of Gargano, as well as his win over MJF at Winter is Coming. So the champ makes his way to the ring. Let's hear from Darby Allin. Why don't we? You know, there's a lot to talk about after Winter is Coming. Not only have I now beaten MJF twice, put Max behind me, but Johnny Gargano decided to betray me. Decided to jump me on his first night here. I guess he thought that's how it worked around here. This isn't sports entertainment, this is wrestling. I used to have a lot of respect for Johnny Gargano. But you know what? Despite me used to having respect for him as a wrestler, I really and truly hope he does make his way to a world title match with me. And I hope he does, because as soon as he gets to the top and is here to face the best of AEW, I'm going to kick the shit out of him, and it's going to feel real familiar to what happened to him that brought him here. But I want you to earn your way to the top, Johnny, just so I can watch you get knocked all the way back down. But I've missed a few weeks, and that was a few weeks that I can't get back, so we're going to start making up for that immediately. That's why starting next week I want to start defending this world title against anyone and everyone that I feel and the fans feel deserve opportunities and have earned opportunities, and that's why the first person I want to defend against next week is Eddie Kingston. Well, here comes the man Darby just called out. Here comes Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston is here. Let's see what the Mad King has to say to Darby. Okay. So, Darby, let me make sure I'm hearing you right. You wanted that title match with me willingly to step in the ring with a guy who'll do anything it takes to be a champion. Well, look, Darby, I respect you more than I respect most people in the back there, because you, like me, have a bit of a troubled past. You earned your way to everything you ever got. But look, man, when the title is on the line, love goes out the window and it's all about championships. So, kid, I might respect the hell out of you, but I'm gonna kick your little ass. Alright? It's your death wish. You want to fight me for that title? Don't be upset when you lose next week. Well, we now know we have a big world title match scheduled for next week with Allin and Kingston, but we're going to move on to some singles action to really kick us off tonight on Dynamite, because we're going to have another casino ladder match qualifier as we are closing in on the buy-in special in just about, well, now in just about 6 weeks, I believe. Yes, about 6 weeks from now we will have buy-in, which means that 6 women will compete for the opportunity to challenge for the AEW Women's Championship at the Double or Nothing pay-per-view. So Ruby Soho, the runaway, out first. And she's going to take on the first time we're seeing her on TV. We've seen her in the dark matches that have since been dropped. You might wonder why did the dark matches get taken off. So quick little explanation there is those got taken off simply because it was just fleshing out win-loss records without doing much. So I would rather, if we're going to build people up, it be built up on TV. But she takes on legit Layla Hirsch, who makes her way to the ring. So the winner of this matchup joins Jade Cargill, who was the first person to qualify for the casino ladder match. Which will just be a normal ladder match. It's not really possible to do a casino format, but you know, it'd take a lot of work. As Layla Hirsch immediately coming out of the gate and punching Soho in the face. And she grabs onto her, picks her up. Ruby rolls through. Ruby with a super kick. Ruby now getting her back to her feet, and there's a shot. So a jab now, and Ruby Soho kicks her, shoves her away. Soho grabs her, now Ruby Soho throws her off the ropes. Arm drag. Getting her back to her feet now is Soho. There's an elbow strike. Puts Layla in the ropes. Clotheslines her. And now what is Ruby Soho thinking here? Soho has a look in her eyes. Comes off the ropes. Oh! Went for a tope suicida. Got punched in the mouth. And now Hirsch getting back into the ring. Soho telling her to bring it on. As Hirsch grabs onto her, and Layla Hirsch grabs her into a suplex. Takes her down. Grabs her by the head now, and Layla Hirsch working over the neck of Soho. Ruby Soho in some trouble here. Layla Hirsch takes her down. And now Hirsch grabs the arm, and Layla Hirsch with a stomp to the arm of Soho. Takes out the arm, and Layla Hirsch with another stomp onto Soho's arm. Ruby Soho goes down, covered by Layla Hirsch, but a rope break is going to save Soho on that one. Soho trying to get back up. Layla Hirsch grabs her though, and Hirsch pops her up, drops her back first onto the mat. Goes for another kick. Small little update. It shows me how many people actually watch and how many people click through and then just comment about it. I am having to do a ton of recording this week to get ready for a vacation I'm going on next week, which means I will not be able to do too much when it comes to the outside stuff other than recording and editing, which means win-loss records and the roster pages probably won't be updated until I get back. So if someone is missing, that means it won't be updated till I get back. I update the rosters and win-losses when I have time. They're not meant to be the minute an episode comes out. Simple as that. So if someone's missing that's normally on a roster, it's because I haven't had time to put them on there yet. As Soho getting back up to her feet, Hirsch grabs her and pulls her in. Layla Hirsch grabs the arm, taking back the arm of Soho, and Layla Hirsch stomps the arm. That's gotta hurt. Had it bent backwards and everything. As now Soho staggers to her feet, and Layla Hirsch grabs her. Hirsch with Soho. Over the top and out to the floor she goes. She goes down, and Layla Hirsch now standing tall. Ruby Soho back to her feet. Oh, takes her down. Grabs her now and getting her back to her feet. Ruby Soho throws her back into the ring. She rolls halfway across the ring when she does. Picks her back to her feet now. There's an elbow strike. Kicks her in the ribs. Soho off the ropes. What a spike Hurricane Rana. Taking her down now, and Soho looking for the kick. Cover. 1, 2, but no. Soho trying to join the ladder match to become #1 contender. Right hook connects, went for another one, got caught. Hirsch grabs her down, Layla Hirsch German suplexes her, but a rope break. Now Hirsch grabs the arm, and Layla Hirsch stomps the arm. Takes her down, Ruby Soho powering back up to her feet. There's a right hook, and again, Ruby Soho with a slap down, Soho. Super kick! Getting her back up to her feet now is Soho. There's an elbow strike, knocks her back. And now Hirsch grabs her, and Layla Hirsch into a gut-wrench suplex. Soho staggers, using the ropes for leverage to get herself back up. Gets pulled in and thrown over the top rope and out to the floor. Another kick to the head from Soho. And now Ruby Soho grabs onto Layla Hirsch, gets her back to her feet, and throws her back into the ring. Soho follows her back in now, and Soho getting her back up to her feet. Ruby Soho with an elbow strike. Layla Hirsch with a right hook. This is a big opportunity for both women. Soho and both of them in similar but different regards. Soho in the way that she's a former #1 contender, challenged at Full Gear, but would love to try and climb back to the top. And Layla Hirsch in the way of She's never had a title opportunity. And she stomps on the arm. Now she gets Ruby back up to her feet. Layla Hirsch throws Ruby head first into the ring post. Ruby kicks her in the face now with a knee strike. Oh my god, Layla Hirsch catches her into a Samoan drop. Taking her down. Soho is down. Layla Hirsch gets her back out, and Layla Hirsch scoops her up. Spine buster. 4 count. Getting her back up again now. Hirsch. Soho running back into the ring now, and Ruby Soho back in. Right hand connects, puts her in the corner. There's an elbow strike. Hirsch gets caught with a jawbreaker. Soho back to her feet, and Soho kicks her. Now Soho off the ropes. The Spike Hurricane Rana takes her down. Soho getting her back to her feet. Pulls her in. The kick again connects. Second time. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Ruby Soho is going to the buy-in. Ruby Soho is going to buy in. She will be one of the 6 women that competes in that matchup. She joined Jade Cargill as the only other woman to qualify. We'll be seeing qualifiers over the next few weeks to fill those slots, and there will, of course, be a Joker in that matchup who gets revealed on the night of. A big win for Ruby Soho tonight. The Runaway is going to the buy-in. She could get a second shot at Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Big win for Ruby. We got plenty more coming up this week on Dynamite. Ladies and gentlemen, up next, we're going to hear from Miro. For weeks now, since my return, I have dominated. I have been the redeemer for myself. I have been defeating giants like Keith Lee. Next week, whether you're part of AEW or not, I want a giant to step in my path and see what happens. Some strong words from Miro. We'll see a giant arrive next week to face him. But tonight, 2.0, Matt Menard and Angelo Parker in the ring. They have some tag team action ahead of them. They are taking on the Pinnacle. As MJF and Wardlow look to get closer to those AEW tag team titles. Are you kidding me? Well, MJF is supposed to be wrestling tonight. He's wearing a suit and a scarf. If you saw Dynamite last week, where MJF and Wardlow teamed up against the Dark Order, well, MJF really didn't have to do anything. Wardlow did the heavy lifting. It seems MJF is even more confident that he doesn't need to do anything in this one. So MJF and Wardlow making their way to the ring. That speeder just turned over. As the Pinnacle making their way to the ring, they are getting closer and closer to a matchup with FTR at AEW Buy-In. They want those tag titles. MJF feels that FTR betrayed him, betrayed his loyalty and friendship to them after they turned on him to join Johnny Gargano and become the top guys of the faction. Of course, Johnny Gargano, speaking of him, we'll be seeing him take on Shawn Spears with the Pinnacle later tonight. So MJF and Wardlow make their way to the ring. MJF praising Wardlow as if he's fully anticipating Wardlow doing all the heavy lifting. So it's Daddy Magic, Matt Menard starting it off with Wardlow. Any further ado, here we go. Here comes Menard. Whoa, Wardlow threw a boot. Menard hits the referee. Wardlow clobbers him in the back for it. Oh boy, Wardlow with a knee strike, and again. Menard got too distracted with trying to psych up the referee for some reason. And Wardlow now kneeing him in the ribs, and again. And now Wardlow grabs Angelo Parker. Cool hand with a shot to the ribs. He gets taken off the apron by Wardlow, who clotheslines Menard now, and Wardlow getting himself fired up. What a kick. And now Wardlow gets knocked back, which allows Menard to, whoa, rolling through. Not even one. Wardlow trying to handle 2.0 by himself. He throws Menard off the ropes. They collide. So now he grabs Menard and throws him into Parker. Uppercuts him. Grabs Parker again, but Parker again with an elbow strike to the ribs. Wardlow's going to wipe him out for his troubles. Oh boy. Wardlow now throws him across the ring into the corner. Clotheslines him. Wardlow now getting him up to his feet, and Wardlow, let it begin. Powerbomb. The symphony begins. Wardlow now takes him down. Knee to the face. MJF telling Wardlow, let's wrap it up. Wardlow gets him up again, and Wardlow, another powerbomb. Wardlow now getting him up. Kicks him in the ribs, and Wardlow power bombs him again. Tag made to MJF. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Didn't even know how to lift a finger there, did you, Max? Saw Parker got in the ring there, but I think he realized, yeah, that's not going to go well. Can't say I blame him. There was a moment where it looked like 2.0 in the essentially 2-on-1 situation might get the win, but MJF and Wardlow dominating. You can see there, Parker thought twice about breaking it up. Decided it was better to just take the loss. Again, don't blame him. Your winners, MJF and Wardlow, the Pinnacle. Oh, hang on. Speaking of Johnny Gargano, we were talking about him just before the match. He's got a match with Shawn Spears coming up next, but it seems he got a little overexcited and is on his way to the ring now. Here comes Johnny Gargano to the ring. Of course, he's challenged MJF to a fight, and MJF keeps refusing and ducking him. MJF just wants the tag titles instead. So MJF and Gargano staring down one another. Gargano making his way to the ring. Cut my music. Cut my music. That's how it goes, right? Hey, Max. Seems you didn't want to step in the ring with Johnny Wrestling, so I'll step in the ring with you now. You know, I thought the first AEW World Champion wouldn't be such a coward, but you send your little sidekick Shawn Spears in your place. I get it. I wouldn't want to fight me either. Whoa, 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 Jonathan. Jonathan. It's not that I don't want to fight you, it's that there's no point in fighting you. Because other than bad haircut and some shitty cosplays, what do you have? Nothing I want. Look, when you earn your way up the rankings and do the dirty work for me of beating Darby's little punk ass and taking the championship, yeah, then I'll fight you. But until then, bring on the chairman. Well, that is classic MJF, isn't it? I don't know if I hate him or Gargano more right now. But, as MJF said, bring on the chairman. Here comes Shawn Spears. Shawn Spears making his way to the ring. Third member of the Pinnacle, final member of the Pinnacle that we're seeing tonight. Spears marching his way down to the ring. Shawn Spears battling Johnny Gargano, two guys who know each other pretty well. Gargano's trying to climb the rankings. If he gets this win here, it'll be his third straight win in AEW, and that'll definitely shoot him up the rankings some more. So Johnny wrestling against Shawn Spears. Gargano throws a super kick immediately. Spears catches him. Spears throws him down. Spears has the size advantage. Gargano back to his feet though. Gets knocked back with a jab. Now punches Spears in the head. Gargano knocking him back. Gargano for a discus clothesline. Spears out of the way. Spears grabs onto him now, and Shawn Spears scoops him up and slams him down. Power slam. Now Spears punching Gargano in the head. Spears takes him down, and Shawn Spears goes for a kick. Gargano out of the way. Gargano, Hurricane Rana. Johnny Gargano went for an elbow strike. Spears out of the way. Now Spears with a right hook. Shawn Spears coming off the ropes. Gargano saw him coming. Gargano with a drop kick takes him down. Remember last week it was Andrade that he took on. 2 weeks ago it was Wheeler Yuta. Johnny Gargano now has been wrestling week in and week out since he got here at Dynamite. He calls himself Johnny Wrestling for a reason. Double axe handle into another. Grabs Spears, rolls him through, kicks him in the head. Shawn Spears goes in the corner now, and Johnny Gargano. Oh, there's a drop kick. And now Gargano went for another one, nobody home. Spears grabs him, knee to the face. Now Spears is telling him to bring it on. Gargano rolls through, Gargano gets caught. Spears scoops him up and slams him down again. Shawn Spears grabs him, and Shawn Spears with Johnny Gargano. Taking him away from the ropes into the center of the ring. Spears into a cover on Gargano. Kick out from Johnny. Johnny Gargano now is getting back up to his feet. Right hand connects. Spears kicks him in the ribs though. Spears with a right hook. Spears, no. Gargano counters. Now Johnny Gargano knocking him back. Gargano knocks him back. Super kick. Takes him down. Gargano going up to the top. Johnny Gargano. Double stomp across the chest. Went for the elbow. Spears out of the way. Now Spears grabs onto him, and Shawn Spears scoops him up. Spears looking for C4. Johnny Gargano finds the counter. Gargano gets him up, and Gargano drops him. Gargano now backing up into the corner. Johnny Gargano looking to end it with the super kick. Cover. 1, 2, 3, no! Shawn Spears kicked out at 2. Gargano with a chop now, and Spears grabs him. Shawn Spears scoops Gargano up on his shoulders, and Shawn Spears stun gun into the corner. Gargano's face first into the turnbuckle. Spears went for a moonsault. Gargano grabs him, rolls him through. Jackknife cover. 1, 2, kick out from Spears. Shawn Spears gets the shoulder up as Gargano with a chop. Spears grabs him by the throat, and Spears choke slams Johnny Gargano. Shawn Spears now into a cover. 1, 2, Gargano kicks out. Johnny Gargano kicks out. And now Gargano getting picked back up to his feet. Shawn Spears scooping him up. Looks like he was going to go for C4. Gargano knocks him back. Gargano rolls him through. O'Connor roll into a bridge. Cover. 1, 2. No! Spears kicked out again. And now Johnny Gargano getting him back to his feet. And Gargano grabs Spears and throws him into the corner. Gargano grabs onto him. And Gargano knocks him down. Johnny Gargano kicks him in the back of the head. Grabs onto Spears again and gets him up. Gargano with a chop. Spears grabs onto him, and Shawn Spears drops him with an elevated flatliner. Now Gargano back to his feet. He grabs Spears and throws him in the corner. Gargano with Spears. Oh, here we go. Johnny Gargano gonna look for a lawn dart. Takes down Spears. And now Gargano telling him to get back up. There's the kick. And Johnny Gargano now grabs Spears, gets him back to his feet, drop toe hold into Gargano. Escape. Spears immediately taps out. Johnny Wrestling with another win on Dynamite. Johnny Gargano with a big win there. Another step closer to the AEW World title. Managed to put down Shawn Spears, does Johnny Gargano. The top guys getting another win to their rankings. Speaking of the top guys, though, as Johnny Gargano celebrates his win, we're going to take you backstage where we caught up with the other members of the top guys, the AEW World Tag Team Champions, Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler, FTR. So it would seem our former friends MJF and Wardlow really think they're something of a tag team. But you see, fighting jobbers like 2.0 and the Dark Order and just having the big guy throw them around for a minute, that doesn't really mean anything. But you know, Max, we've really wanted to punch you in the mouth since the day we met you. We just kind of worked alongside you because we knew you could get us a title match at Full Gear like you ended up doing. So, here's the deal. We don't deal with makeshift thrown together tag teams coming into the titles. Nobody likes that. It's dumb. It doesn't make sense. If you want to be tag team champions, you got to be a real team. So, get yourself a win over some real tag teams. Climb your way up the rankings. We'll consider your challenge. Top guys out. We have some singles action coming up next. A matchup we had confirmed last week when Chris Hero demanded the best of the best from the Elite. Well, the Elite have responded, and I think you know who they're going to send if you want the best. So Chris Hero looking to avenge the injury CM Punk sustained back at Winter is Coming a few weeks ago from Kenny Omega. Chris Hero making his way to the ring tonight. Obviously looking for some revenge. Chris Hero makes his way to the ring. He's been having to fight this battle alone since Punk got taken down. He really is going to need another King of Wrestling to help him out, isn't he? Hero calls himself a King of Wrestling. Of course. Chris Hero makes his way to the ring. And of course, as many suspected, here comes the best bout machine. Here comes Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega every week is one step closer to looking more like the cleaner of old. He's ditched the goofy beard. He's ditched the playful mannerisms. He has gone back to being the best bout machine. Leader of the one of the leaders of the Undisputed Elite. He and Adam Cole call themselves the co-leaders. Kenny Omega making his way to the ring. Omega versus Hero. This is going to be a good one, ladies and gentlemen. Kenny Omega has something to prove tonight. He wants to take out more damage on one of CM Punk's friends. We know Kenny and Punk are set for a collision course down the road. As soon as CM Punk's back, we'll know when that's going to be. But after that one-winged angel and the steel on that ramp, CM Punk's been out with a back injury. So it's Chris Hero and Kenny Omega. Without any further ado, here we go. Hero with a kick out of the gate. Staggered Omega. Went for another one. Omega got out of the way. And now Kenny Omega punches him in the back. And Omega grabs onto him again. Right hand to the back. Omega throws him off the ropes. They collide. Went for another kick. There's a chop. And another one. Kenny Omega getting chopped by Chris Hero. Now Omega grabs onto him. Kenny Omega scoops him on his shoulders. And Omega stun gun to Hero. Hero goes down and Kenny grabs him by the leg. Kenny Omega stomping out the leg of Chris Hero. Hero shoves him back now, and Hero went for another kick. Kenny got his arms at that time. Good block there from Omega. Hero falls out of the ring now, and Kenny Follows him to the outside. Kenny Omega grabs onto him. Kenny Omega takes out the leg of Chris Hero. Omega grabs onto the leg again. Kenny Omega stomps out the knee. Kenny Omega cuts his throat now. Says we're done. He gets Chris back up to his feet, and Kenny Omega went for a chop. Hero counters. Hero grabs Omega and throws him into the steel barricades. Uppercuts him as well. And now, oh, Chris Hero swings him into the barricade. That one could bring about some Swiss death if you do it wrong. And now Kenny Omega thrown back into the ring by Hero. Hero getting him back up to his feet. Chris Hero with a chop. And again, Hero going for right hook. Kenny counter. Kenny Omega grabs him now, and Omega grabs onto him. Hero, knee to the face of Omega. Kenny staggers. Hero staggers back to his feet. Hero went for a chop. Omega takes him down with a double underhook German. And now Kenny into a cover. One, no. Hero is down. Kenny. There's only one thing to do for Kenny. He grabs onto Chris Hero, and Kenny Omega scoops him up. Chris Hero gets out of there, and Chris with a chop block to Kenny Omega. Chris Hero now getting Omega back up to his feet. Hero gets caught. Omega gets elbowed. Chris Hero elbows him back now, and Hero right hand turns around. Chris Hero rolling cutter turns him over into a cover. 1, 2, kick out from Omega. Chris Hero thought he was about to beat the best belt machine, something that only 2 people in AEW Universe have done. They've both gone on to become AEW World Champion after doing so. Kenny Omega elbows him in the arm. And Kenny now, there's a chop, and again, Kenny Omega, the best belt machine, is getting fired up. And a punch to the back as well. Kenny stomps the arm for good measure now, and Kenny Omega takes out the arm of Chris Hero, getting him back up to his feet. Now he's Omega. Kenny Omega, the trigger. 1, 2, oh, Hero gets out of the V trigger. But now Kenny wants to end it for good. Omega with one winged angel. 1, 2, 3. Kenny Omega is your winner. Kenny Omega beats Chris Hero tonight. A huge victory there for Omega. Another message sent, and another one of CM Punk's friends defeated. The best bout machine is your winner. Ladies and gentlemen, our main event is coming up. Malachi Black versus the Bastard Pac is up next. But first, we're going to hear from the TNT champion, Adam Cole. Jericho clone, huh? Is that really the best you got, Chris? I mean, come on, you're the man of 1,004 holds, the Ayatollah of rock and rolla. And Jericho clone is the best you could come up with. Well, if that's the case, I'm going to have to give you it. Chris. They say imitation is no sincere form of flattery, but when the imitation becomes better than the original, is it really even imitation anymore? Chris, you seem to want a shot at my TNT title, and you know, maybe if either of the other guys before me were still champion, you'd have a shot, but you're dealing with Adam Cole, baby! I'm a man who wins championships everywhere I go, and I hold them longer than anyone else can. I don't lose easily, Chris. But I also am such an impressive champion because I don't just defend against anyone. And Chris, you're just anyone right now. You're a loser. Every time you have a big match, you choke. Malachi Black kicks your head in. You go put on your spooky little makeup. He kicks your head in again. You can't get the job done, so Mox spikes you on your damn head. And yet you think you still deserve a match with me. Well, look, Chris, I'm going to give you a match with me under one condition. You can have a TNT title match if you take the Jericho Undisputed Trials, in which for the next 6 weeks between now and the buy-in, myself and the rest of the Undisputed Elite are going to scheme a little bit, Chris. We're going to scheme. We're going to come up with some challenges for you. We're going to come up with some trials, and if you can pass all of those and meet all of our expectations, then yeah. Me and you, double or nothing, TNT title. Just know, it's going to go the same way all your other big matches here have. You're gonna lose. It is time for the main event, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the bastard. Pac, making his way to the ring. The bastard here in the main event tonight of Dynamite has a tall task ahead of him. Pac marching his way to the ring. Pac has, as I said, just a huge task ahead with trying to be the first man in AEW to vanquish Malachi Black. Pac enters the ring though, and so it's time for the Kings of the Black Throne.
All rise for the Kings of the Black Throne.
Didn't expect the battle of the black and white entrances tonight, did you? I didn't either, trust me. I didn't know this Pac call had a black and white entrance, honestly. So, here comes Malachi Black and his tag team partner Brody King to the ring. Kings of the Black Throne rise tonight. Malachi Black is on a roll in AEW, 10-0 since his debut. Look at some of the names he's defeated. Chris Jericho, Christian Cage, Paul White. Most recently, his biggest name he's defeated was the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, who we haven't even seen since Full Gear. From that match, he's still recovering. He suffered a mild concussion in that matchup, so we'll be seeing the return of Danielson sometime in the next few weeks. He will be back in time for the buy-in, fortunately. But Malachi Black has been unstoppable, and now he has most recently set his sights on the best-kept secret, Buddy Matthews, who he put out in the opening matchup of Winter is Coming, kicking him in the head repeatedly and costing Buddy Matthews the TNT Championship. So, Malachi Black and Brody King make their way to the ring. The house always wins. So they say. So, Pac versus Malachi. Here we go. Malachi tries to grab him. Pac saw it coming. Pac with an elbow strike now. Now Pac with Malachi into the corner. Pac grabs onto him, and the bastard picks him up onto the top rope. And Pac is going up to the top with him. Malachi with an elbow strike. And now, Pac knocks him back. And again. And Pac goes to the top with him. What's he thinking here? Elbowing him in the head. Oh my God, repeated elbow strikes, and Malachi. Poison run off the top. My God. Pac into a cover. Kick out from Black. And that's just in the first minute of the match. Malachi thrown out of the ring. As now Pac telling him to get up. Malachi getting back to his feet. Malachi back into the ring. Malachi went for a kick. Pac caught him. Pac has Malachi scouted. We could see Malachi's first AEW loss tonight. And Pac again got to put him on the top rope. I think he's going for it again. Malachi trying to knock him back again. But Pac again punches him in the ribs. And again. Pac to the top rope. Elbowing him in the head repeatedly now. Pac's going to do it again. Another Poison Rana. Malachi back to his feet, though, with a kick to the bastard. Stomps him in the chest now, and now Malachi getting Pac back up to his feet. There's a kick. Malachi Black answering back. Spinning wheel kick puts Pac on the ropes. Malachi with Pac off the ropes. They collide. There's a roundhouse, and again Malachi with a knee strike. And a sweep to the legs. Malachi Black now gets Pac back up to his feet. Pac grabs onto him, and now Pac dropped on his face by Black. And now Black getting him back up to his feet. Malachi went for a kick. Got him in the knee. Malachi gets elbowed in the knee by Pac. Malachi knocks him back, and Malachi Black with a kick to the head. He's got Pac down now. Malachi getting him back to his feet. Malachi Black. Knee strike. Takes him down. Malachi getting him back to his feet now. Malachi's got him up. There's a kick. And Malachi scissor hold into single leg crab. Crab is in on Pac as the bastard about to tap out to the darkness. Malachi Black. Now Pac turns over and Pac pushes him back. And now Pac takes him down. Pac. As Malachi pulls him in, and Pac punches him in the face. And a stomp to the arm for good measure. And Pac turns him over, kicks him in the back. Grabs him down, turns him over again. Another kick to the back. Pac going up to the top. Pac. 450 splash from the bastard. One kick out from Malachi. Now Pac turns him over, and Pac, I think he was looking for Rings of Saturn. Malachi knocks him back, and Malachi Black. Black Mass! 1, 2, 3. Another night, another Black Mass. Malachi Black has been on the path of destruction since he arrived in the first episode of AEW. And now tonight, he puts down Pac. Another world-class athlete put down by Malachi. The Black Mass is nothing to scoff at. The Black Mass might be the most dangerous move in wrestling right now. Thank you all for watching tonight. Until next time. Oh, wait a minute. Look behind you, Malachi. The shoe is on the other foot. Buddy Matthews is back. Oh, Malachi. Malachi Black. You cost me my TNT Championship. Seems somebody is a little upset that Buddy Matthews still holds one over on them. So, Malachi, the ball is in your court. Look at me when I'm talking to you. We're going to have a match, Malachi. You've been saying for months what you do to everyone. Well, when I get my hands on you, and trust me, I'm waiting just so you can see how much anger you've built up in me. You will be the one who fades to black. You can't run forever, Malachi. You can't run forever.